Black man reject truth as if truth is snake. Black man runs from truth as if truth is, a river that can swallow somebody. This is how black people children runs out from truth. And that is why they are suffering everywhere all over the world. Black children want to go to a country that use truth to beautify their land. Yes is yes, air is air, blue is blue, green is green. There is no prophet in England that has ever performed miracle to heal any crippled person in UK, in Italy, in Germany, in France. There is no white man in the name of pastor, prophet or prophet that has ever, even Pope, has never claimed to heal any hyena. But a criminal reverend father in Nigeria living in a debilitated place where there is no electricity is busy brainwashing a whole lot of graduates, able-bodied youth, men and women, to believe that a young lady or young man have vomited out lizard. And that is why they want you to believe in this fake fiction miracle in future. That is why they started from childhood to brainwash you that there is somebody in your blood that can inject poison in your body. That is typical lie. Typical lie. Always be mindful of what you eat. You can eat something that is acidic, then it will not go inside your intestine, attack your intestine, attack your kidney, and attack your liver. But telling you that somebody projected sickness for you is a typical. You have no power. All of you celebrity native doctors and pastors in Facebook are all criminals. Bandits. Once they encounter reality, they will face it squarely. Thieves. Religion made you to be so low before the world. Look at Qatar. Qatar has done one of the greatest things that nobody has done on this earth. They beautified their land within some year. They build one of the biggest stadium in the world. They host a World Cup. They call the whole world to come and enjoy, eat and celebrate them. Now with black children in Qatar watching football, will come back to darkness where there is no electricity to preach about end time and rapture. If Qatar, who is more wiser than you, Qatar has their own airway made in Qatar. Qatar has everything today that can even clear you with their weapon within 24 hours. If Qatar could be able to build such mansion in the name of stardom, do you think that there is anything called end time and rapture? It's only written in a book called Bible. Malachi chapter 10 verse 2. Can we go there? This is a graduate. A graduate in Africa wants to solve a problem. He's moving to Malachi chapter 10 verse 2. But a graduate in China is moving to iPhone 14 Pro Max. Chapter 10 verse 11 to create more than 50,000 job opportunity in one local government in China. Now, a graduate who study in UNILAG, UNN, Uniben, if you are a graduate watching me, don't be shy of saying where you graduated from. I want to know where you graduated from. I want to know where you graduated from in Nigeria. Someone who went abroad to do their masters has still been brainwashed over there in UK by the same black demonic pastors. Nigerian man left Nigeria and went to UK and opened church to scam the same black idiots, the slaves, international beggars that have used Jesus to disqualify themselves as a human to make something happen, to shape this world in a good shape. If you leave if you abandon the world to black children to take care of the world right now, black children cannot be able, the present black children cannot be able to create surgical item to save a pregnant mother today in Japan, in South Korea, in Qatar. Rather, he will prescribe prayer to a Japanese woman to go and read Matthew. They are not fees. I want to grandma was a Christian. Me, Ezeaku. Monkey the walk, bamboo the chop. Ezeaku. Fully here now, woman name him full. I can never take you to hospital to die as a useless Christian in Africa. Somebody created God for you. The one you inherited from your ancestor is evil. Somebody jump with a book, give you God, tell you how God born two people. Now that two Adam and Eve born the whole Europe, born Egypt, born Saudi Arabia, born in Don Soka, born on the Abakaleke, born on the Abangwa, born on the River State. The Adam and Eve born on the Bayasandi, on Europe. Adam and Eve born Saudi Arabia, born Boko Haram killing you. Your mother and father is a terrorist. If we are the existence of if your ancestors are Adam and Eve, they have given birth to terrorists. They are terrorists. So my people, what am I saying? For those of you watching me, I'm here to clear you the reason why I destroyed my Bible and went back to my origin, where I came from. The reason why I go back to my root is because my ancestors have never failed. They told me that there is a spirit somewhere waiting to heal my diseases. They heal our sickness today with the normal procedure we the world are using today, which is called medication. Christianity came, jump into medication, healing. Christianity came in Nigeria. The next thing is who in hospital, in medical practice, pastor become a medical doctor. A prophetess become a nurse overnight without attending to the school. Nigerian pastors turn to medical practitioners overnight. And a lot of you, the imposters are being placed everywhere for burial. Why is it that there is nobody has called for celebration in your community that I have kidney failure and after Pastor Adiboye Oyedepo prayed for me on Baka, I am healed? It was celebration. It was to be celebrated. Can you ask yourself this question? You are a black person. You work nothing before. You are a cleaner in UK. You are a taxi man today in US. You work nothing before the Western. So you just came to this world to do boy to know whether you go to heaven or hell. So you could do worry. That is your aim here to the world. So that is why Bible called you Matoro Jesus. So you battle and carry you they go like Atoro. Now we will start it one by one. There is a pastor here called Pastor Goza, the miracle working pastor. Now reality have hit him. He really know what he was doing. Oh, he's just doing his business. But when you are telling all these brainwash moguls that these are what is that I have taken more than 5,000 people to the hospital, I have never taken anybody to the hospital. And after diagnosis, I couldn't find anything. The only problem I used to encounter while taking people to the hospital is that I can take you to a particular hospital and they could not be able to have a machine used to detect such sickness. Now we'll move you to a higher hospital and we'll get it done. A man who has saved life in your village, you mention your local government in Nigeria, I will give you 3 names that will have closed their graves. Now when I'm started telling you the truth, Baba me. Now Pastor Goza is ill. He's sick. He was rushed to UK hospital instead of Oduheje. He has been rushed to UK instead of a crusade. Instead of the work, instead of Father Buzo, instead of Father Mbaka, the great healer in Igbo land that have never killed headache. These guys are murderers, killers, bandits, licensed bandits and criminals. Their heart is at their back. They will use your picking for pepper soup. The day your child will encounter sin and don't have more money to follow the due process. When they get never want a genius, I pick all of the Bible, Obi da soldiers, Yabalanya, Obi da soldiers, Yabalanya, Unke Gaga, Kenwagaga. Now, this pastor is in United Kingdom, receiving adequate and proper medical treatment made for it. And if he is unlucky, if this sickness is incurable sickness, he will be nowhere to be found now. Go and cut this tape. If this sickness he encountered is a sickness that is incurable, let us see that is a cancer of the liver, which has spread everywhere in the liver and the kidney. Believe you me, he will come back on way due as a dead person. It's incurable. You will see it. Nigerian Christian leaders have murdered your brain. Nigerian Christian leaders have made you to kneel on your ground to beg for job opportunities in Nigeria. That is a shame, a crime against humanity. That is not the procedure to get a job anywhere in the world. You don't need to go on your knee to pray to any God for you to get a job. As a citizen of a nation, it is your duty to be employed once your governments are working, providing what it takes for you to be employed as a citizen. If the government could be able to give the citizens what it takes for them to create things, job opportunities, build infrastructures, it is a company that's supposed to be praying for you to study what they practice so that you will come into that office and progress the office. Man means prosperity everywhere in the world. That Mark Zuckerberg is progressing today is because of the staffs he employed to support his business. Dangote is prospering today is because of the staffs. Dangote need you to study what he practiced so that you can come into his company and help him to push the company up. If Nigeria government could be able to give their citizens loan, give us a motorable road for transportation of our goods and services, give us what it takes to establish industries, an Igbo man will establish an industry that nobody will ever have it on this planet Earth. If an Igbo man who don't have electricity, Igbo man who don't have a good road for transportation and of their goods and services, an Igbo man who is buying diesel to power his industry, if they could be able to establish a company that can employ 100 people once, believe you me, give an Igbo man what you gave to Canada today as a government. Igbo person will establish a company that will accommodate 10,000 staffs once. Igbo man is willing to have a company from Onitsha to Nsukka. I'm telling you, they know that we're industrious people. That's why the Britain keep on caging you with the Bible. Whosoever that stood to liberate you from your bondage, Britain will suppress that person down. Ejiofor stood up to deliver you. Britain started supplying weapons to the northerners to kill your ancestors. Today, who is your God? Your God came from Britain. Jesus Onyacha. Do you want to hear the truth? No. You are busy following Zion. Ooh, Zion. I'm my neighbor, man. This man no go Zion. Now UK. Now passport. This man no go choose, making receive healing. In the UK, he is under proper medication now. A lot of the echo test has been done. Kidney function test has been done. Liver function test has been applied. Thousands of you watching don't even have money for echo test. You get money to go, keep going inside. Receive, keep receiving free miracle, free prosperity. Black children, they need free blessing, everything free. Why the white people are abusing, creating things with their brain? This is power bank. This power bank brought thousands of job opportunities today in China, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, Turkey. Is it a crime if such items can be produced in your village and you see it written on it, made in Agolo? You don't have power bank made in Agolo. And the Agolo man want to be protected, want to be richer than somebody in China, whom his or her name might be written on this power bank. It's how foolish black people are. Black children could not be able to create money. They need money from God. God never created any money. Man created money. Money is man's ideology. And everything that I hear the money today to the world are coming from this land we are standing. And African land are still virgin land. Because Africa has never taken anything from it to prosper the earth. That is why I told you that white people are busy creating technology, robots, that will help them to be doing what we are doing for them today in their land. When they want to take their God mark my word. Once they are done creating robots for cleaning, for building of their house, doing so those dirty work that you are doing as a Aboki black man in the Western world, happy slaves, they will create a virus that will wipe black children out, and that is the end time. When we will be falling down, that's their prophecy has come to pass. When we are dying in Africa, will you know what is happening in Europe? No. Your mind will tell you that the end time has come. Even the Europeans are dying. Now they will take this virgin land, Africa. Because the iPhone you are watching me from now is made from the soil, sand and the leaves given to us by Chukwokike. That is in every community today in our land. The television you are watching me from in your compound came from this land. None of anything existing today in TV never come from the sky. All of them came from the land. But African children, where do they face to receive miracle? The sky. The time he say you they give money, oh. I hear say you they give money, Jesus. The time he say you they give money. The time he say they give money. Jesus, you see me, oh. Give me all my money. Shall you give Abraham? Is Abraham from your village? Chinese man don't know the history of Abraham. Or he's prospering. Because he's creativity. Because he's creative. An Israeli woman today is not interested in the story of Abraham. They are Judaism. Every average secondary school student today in Israel is a military soldier to protect her community. What are you? Soldier in choosing. Soldier in the Lord. I have a sharp knife, sharp knife. A black man is singing that he has a sharp knife while holding Bible to destroy enemy. Do you know that the whole Westerners are busy fighting their enemies practical with common sense? Now, the Bible have manipulated black men, black people, children to believe that the enemies that they will keep on fighting are their brothers and sisters. Because that is the only enemy you can fight with out. I destroy by fire. Who are you referring to? Your kindred, your people from your kindred. Because when you really want to fight the real enemy, just like Fulani herdsmen, you can look for Boko Haram, you can look for gun. Look at the whole Igbo land. Fulani has taken off everywhere. Beating Igbo youth to grave in their villages. Have you seen Igbo youth to gather morale to pick weapon and pursue them out of their land? Can Igbo man go and rear a cow? Can Igbo man go and carry his cow around in any Fulani village to then kill any Fulani in that village and still remain there? That's why it's not. Because the Britain gave them weapon to kill you during the war. And they gave you Bible. This also when they give you and can you are from Enugu State and your God is a white man, which you don't know his or her generation. You only reading in a paper printed in China. Graduate in Africa. So what are we saying? The only war that a black man is about to fight now is just to hate his brothers and sisters. And you can never survive without connective effort of those your brothers and sisters. Now, what are we saying? Very soon, if that is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing for you and I. That is why he is in the prison. The British knows. I can swear with my life that the reason why Britain depart from European Union is because of Biafra agitation. Because if it is really that they are still under the European Union and they cannot travel with a British passport, believe you me, European will sue the Britain for not fighting for their child that was kidnapped in Kenya with the British passport. Have you seen the Britons talking about Nnamdi Kanu? Why must they talk about Nnamdi? During the war, did they talk about you? They supplied the same Nautilus weapon to kill you. And Bro Chibo proudly come out to tell us that we are Christian and we are persecutors. That persecutors have mastered us. Paul Chibo, and remove your children and wife from that curse. That curse will only follow you. Mwabonye Enugu State. Kisi na mbe we persecute. Bible wana mbe na ge persecute. Na ge ebum. Na nga nwanwu ihe maka Christ. Mwabe Ezeaku. Nne m kumeju ugbo na-enye ala na anwụ n'aka ugbo mpụta nga abali ụlọ kịta nwunyu anya na age of 33 years nwufu maka nne so Christ. It is high time you will come and join us in this Omena Mabuzi Ezeaku. Stop hating your ancestors. You cannot survive with another man's ancestors. They will keep on using you as a cleaner. as a security, as a job delivery in their land. They will keep on using you as a taxi, putting you in prison like animals.
Nigeria is a scam. Hey, nobody believe God though. Everybody not the same.